Do you like art? Do you want to work in the field of art? When considering a career in the field of art, there are several options to pick from. As an enthusiast, I've had to consider the options myself. In my searching, I have found that one of the best options for an art career is graphic design. I believe that if you enjoy working with art and love being creative, design is one of the best career paths to follow. Here's why. One of the first things that people think about when they think of art is painting or sculpting, or what's known as fine art. A lot of artists simply want to create fine art for a living because it's just doing what they love best. The problem is that when it comes to selling art, it's a lot harder than people expect, and the supplies cost a lot more than they anticipate. Also, the time between sales is few and far between, and you will sometimes have to work commission. Working commission usually means that people tell you what to paint instead of you being creative on your own. In 2006, out of 218,000 art jobs, only 30,000 of those were fine art jobs. And then a majority of those fine artists also had to work a second job so they could afford doing what they wanted to do. That meant that even though they were working in the field that they wanted to, they also had to work doing something else they didn't want to do. Getting a job as a graphic designer, on the other hand, allows you to fully work in the field of your dreams. As a designer, you will be allowed to use your own artistic abilities and creativity to make designs for your clients. There's also more job stability and less risk involved. You don't need to worry about getting a second job unless you decide to work freelance. But even then, your second job could be a salaried position at a design firm. In 2006, graphic designers held 261,000 jobs alone, and the employment in the field is expected to grow. As seen in this chart, there's a lot more graphic design jobs alone than there are art jobs. Fine art jobs, very, very rare. When it comes to growth, you can see that graphic design has the most growth as compared to fine art. What's also great about being a graphic designer is that we live in a very visual society. Today, everything is all about graphics, and more people and industries are moving in that direction. They've even moved into teaching students with graphic novels and visual literature at school, so we know that trend towards being a visual society will continue to grow. When it comes to studying graphic design, you will be trained in several areas of art. Not only will you learn about design specifically, you will get to learn a lot about art in itself, and you get to improve upon your own personal art skills. Even the things that you learn for design will allow you to improve your own work. And if graphic design isn't your end goal in a career in art, it will give you a good foundation for you to work with later. For example, I love art history, but I currently want to work in a field where I get to create the designs. Studying graphic design, I've been able to take several art history classes, and I feel I have a basic understanding of it thus far. I know that I am well prepared that if I want to continue my education in the field of art history, I can. After studying graphic design, you will have a wide list of choices to do for a career. You can work in television, web design, illustration, creating logos and brand designs, advertising, magazines, printing, and so on. You could even work for the CIA. So now that you know that in deciding which field to consider for a career, you don't have to sacrifice your desires for what you think is a real-world solution. Graphic design will allow you to be the artist you want to be with the job stability that you'll need. Going into graphic design will open a whole new world of possibilities to you without limiting your creativity. So the next time that someone asks you what you want to do for your life, you will have an answer for them. Graphic design.